Yeah, I guess the Dark Depths planets, like, that's a tier 1 win con in Legacy, right? I did not get rid of all of them. I cut the Boseiju Bog because it was consistently medium, but I left a Karakas, a Maze of Ith, and a Tabernacle. And a Wasteland. I left Karakas, Tabernacle, Maze of Ith, Wasteland. A lot of our games go pretty long, and in the games that aren't going long, we can just board them out. Hey, Kuan with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I really appreciate that. And this is the awkward thing. Some of our blue sources are these Tolaria West, so it's like, that doesn't let me suspend this on one. So here's the question. Do I give them a chance to play 1 mana spells? Hey, No Glove 7 with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I really appreciate that. Thank you to all the new subscribers, everyone that's just hanging out here today. Remember, if you're one of the new subscribers, link your Discord account with your subscribe Twitch account and come hang out in the subs Discord. No, it's definitely Chalice on 1, right? So again, people asking why we can't play things. People suggest crop rotation, dark ritual all the time. We're a Chalice on 1 deck. One of the angles we get to win games for free from is this. All right, and like here, now we're just on the Dark Depths plan, right? I just like played Chalice for 1-on-1. We drew the Thespian stage. I'm going to play Dark Depths on 3 here, and then we're going to turn 3, make a 20-20, and hopefully kill them. Opponent appears to be playing some kind of combo deck, so this is probably just going to be lethal. Which these cards are going to board out against a combo deck, right? Like combo decks a lot of the time we don't have time, but like these are good. Like there's a lot of fair decks in Modern right now. These are very good against the fair decks. Are we getting show and telled here? We might be getting show and telled. We could also die through this Chalice on 1. Storm can definitely kill us through a Chalice on 1. Yeah, like that's the thing, right? Like this deck is basically a Turbo Depths deck now with the 4 Urborgs, the 4 Hexmage, the 4 Dark Depths. Like we are a Turbo Depths deck. Like that's one of our game plans. It looks like Storm. Duress. I feel like they shouldn't have shown me the Duress. Showing me the Duress when they were dead on board was a mistake. Alright, so I'm going to board these in. I'm going to board Flusterstorms in. What do we cut? Engineered Explosives isn't good. Maze of Ith isn't good. Karakas isn't good. Boseiju isn't good. Okay, so do I guess these Ancestral Visions aren't stellar either. Although, are they fine? I feel like if I'm boarding these in, I need to cut something, so I'm going to cut a Cunning Wish. Walking Ballista is probably not good. Yeah, I'm actually just going to leave. I'm going to leave all of these in, because there's games in this matchup where, like, they just go for a while. I guess Pact of Negation doesn't do anything, right? I'm just going to leave another mana-producing land in my deck in Karakas. So the trap is in the board to Cunning Wish for. No, this matchup, Mindbreak Trap is fine to wish for. The trap, we're a Cunning Wish deck, folks. We are a Cunning Wish deck. Submit. So now I'm submitting with 9, 8, 17. We have 19 total converted mana cost in our deck here. So that's something worth noting. Three Wish, 4 Mage, 2 Fluster. I'm not sure. This hand is pretty bad, right? It just like... I guess this hand technically has turned to Wish for Mindbreak Trap, but that's not very good, right? I guess you could argue that like they're probably going to keep a hand with some disruption in it. I'm going to keep this hand, actually. Mostly because I hate mulliganing. I feel like I could mulligan for a Chalice, and they're just going to, like, duress my Chalice anyway, so, like... We could die here. Maybe I probably should mulligan more aggressively. Instep brainstorm untap kill me. Oh yeah. Yeah, my body is ready to die. I should have mulliganed. I talked myself into making a bad decision, but I should mulligan. Remember, you don't have to mulligan, you get to mulligan. It is a privilege. Yeah, my opponent doesn't know that we actually don't want a Chalice for 0. So, like, playing the Lion's Eye Diamond out aggressively is fine. They also saw... Did they see Black Man out of us? They could assume we have some discard spells. So, like, playing their Lion's Eye Diamond out proactively around a discard spell also isn't terrible. Can't remove counters from Lightning Storm. Alright, we did? My forefathers speak your praises in fluid declinese. Thanks, Shremon. Yeah, I think... Piff... Oh, yeah, we are deterministically dead. Definitely should have mulliganed. Definitely should have mulliganed. I think I'm happy with how I boarded, but I definitely should have mulliganed there. This hand's fine, right? This hand's weird, right? We're actually not going to play a land on one because I want 3 artifacts in play for Mox Opal and Mox Diamond to be live. This deck's so weird. I'm gonna Flusterstorm them just so they don't have the last card in my hand. I mean, if you're expecting discard and extra counterspells, like, kind of medium. And again, like, every card we have in our deck with the casting cost has a real cost associated with it. Dark Depths. Rats. I'm gonna hold this for now, I think. Make them play another discard spell. Be afraid. Cunning Wish only gets instants. It doesn't get any card, Boss Grinko. That is not the land we are looking for. There's one more turn before it goes off. It's unfortunate. Disruption would be ideal here. I mean, this technically makes their Ad Nauseams worse, right? I assume they're waiting to go off until we hit. Like, they're probably going to go for it this turn. So we had a crop rotation on the board, and I literally had just never wished for it, so I cut it. It might be okay, but, like, there was a crop rotation on the board for a really long time, and it was just, like, never useful. All right, I'm gonna start by cycling this, see what we get. Sure. Yep. All right. Oh, you know what? Oh no, we're good, right? Oh yeah, we're super good. We golden. I'm gonna attack with this. So because I drew this naturally, I can actually go get a. I can actually go get a Chalice with this, right? Our mana base doesn't, but our random Moxes do. All right, and then I can play this out. Discard this Tabernacle. And then I can play. Do I want to put this Chalice on 1 or 0? That's the question. Do I put the Chalice on 1 or 0? What's the right line? I want to put the Chalice on 1 or 0. I almost feel like it's 0, right? Is it for 1? I don't actually know. They'd have played their 0s. Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. I like that line. Actually, I can't play it for 2. I can only play it for 1 or 0. If we could play it for 2, I'd stop 2. I'd play 2 for sure. Let's play it for 1. Chalice on 10, it has most digits, right? Zero tags Lions, Eye Diamond. We could get Echoing Truth here and feel really bad. I'm not playing our deck to not go for it though, so. Yeah, they have an Echoing Truth. It's unfortunate. No, they're dead. Sweet. All right, got him. Got him. Ha! Got him. All right, 2-1. 2-1, good start to the land Nauseaming. This deck is weird. I love this deck. It's so... Oh, I added a Pact of Negation to the main deck too, for those that missed that one. Just wanted a Pact of Negation in here. Was the Ancestral Visions was pretty good, right? Usually Ant isn't very impressed. You're not wrong, I do say that. No idea, don't ask. If I cared to spend $5 grand in a deck, I'd bring this to Baltimore. You could play it without the Tabernacle. That was the first match. That was the first match prototype. So we'll see. This hand just doesn't do anything, right? Like, I could do this for 0, this, and then, like, suspend this, but, like, the rest of these cards just don't do anything. Urborg? Sure, yep. This is, like, a version of our nut draw, right? It's just, like, Ancient Tomb Chalice for 1, Stage, Depths on 3, kill you. For consistent... Turbo Depths is certainly a consistent deck. Turbo Depths is 100% a competitive, consistent Legacy deck. This deck might just be a meme. Just, you know, all my ducks up front, being honest, this deck might just be a meme and might not be very good. I love playing this deck, but it might not be very good. I feel like there's something here in some iteration. But we're still iterating. We're still iterating. Preordain usually means a combo deck of some sort. You can see an Infernal Tutor for like a Cabal ritual here. For Lotus Petal, sure. Do I stage or do I Wasteland? What do I do? Do I stage or do I Wasteland? They have plenty of mana, right? I think I'm just supposed to like stage depths. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay. Let's just stay the course. Let's just stay the course. Okay, now here's an interesting thing. Okay, so this turn I'm going to Wasteland. And the reason why I'm going to Wasteland this turn is because I drew the Cunning Wish. I can copy their Underground Sea here to get blue mana. And then next turn I can wish for Mindbreak Trap if we need to. So I'm going to take them off a land here, especially since they missed a land drop. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and pass. That's why I think this is the most conservative line. Because they missed a land drop, it's kind of like time walking them anyway because they can't cantrip because of the Chalice. Oh, I probably should have just wished for Trap just because, right? All right. Chalice of the Void plus fast way to win the game. Good against Storm. News at 11. Yep. Yeah, I should have wished for a trap there. 10 out of 10 should have wished for a trap. It didn't end up mattering, but that should have happened. Boseiju doesn't do anything. Karakas doesn't do anything. Tabernacle's good in case they go off with goblins. Probably don't need... Do I want the 4th Visions or the Walking Ballista? The second Walking Ballista. Probably want the 4th Visions. Leaving 1 Ballista's fine. I was thinking Ballista's like a tier D win condition, but just leave 1 in, that's fine. And again, for those of you that weren't here for the last match, the Mindbreak Trap stays on the board so we can Cunning Wish for it. Do we like cutting a Cunning Wish or a Vampire Hexmage here better? What do we think? Do I want to cut the Cunning Wish or the Hexmage? One of these two needs to go, I think. Built the Saheeli Evolution deck, and as I was goldfishing, I remember that tokens caused the CMC. Yeah, I talked about that. I mean, I have four Urborgs in the deck, so like the Hexmage is fine to cast. It is less flexible. Like they're both pseudo win. This is a win con on its own too. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so I have 20 CMC in my deck right now. 4 Wishes, 3 Mage, 2 Flusterstorms. What does this hand do? It suspends Ancestral Visions on 1 and has Tormod's Crypt. That seems fine. Because I don't have a better card in my sideboard to bring in, is the actual answer. Not Tormod's Crypt, sure. Yeah, it's funny. We really need a counter for how often people don't know what cards do like that on the stream. It's so often. How is Pact not good in this matchup? Oh, I guess Pact is okay. If the game goes long, Pact is okay. Okay, yeah, I'd accept that argument. I was thinking I just can't Pact early. The Pact is here because the Pact is in the deck, so the turn we go off with Ad Nauseam against other counterspell decks, we can counter like their Force of Will and then kill them that turn and not pay for the Pact. But I think you're right that these games might be going long enough on average that we can just make 5 mana to like pay for the Pact after we disrupt their combo. So yes, I think you're right. If we get a game 3, I'm going to swap the Ballista back out for that Pact. Encounter the Echoing Truth too? Okay, yeah, I like that. You are correct, chat. Duress me. Yeah, this is my Vampire Hexmage. Dark Depths. Dark Depths. Dark Depths. Dark Depths. Dark Depths. That could be anything, even a Dark Depths. Do I want to play that as a question? I think I'm just going to save that to cycle. I don't need mana at this point. I'd also like to get another Cabal Therapy or Duress out of their hand. I agree that the Ballista's not terrible and has some value to Mirror Spy, but I think I've been talked into Pact being better. This is down to 2 now. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, right? I'm gonna cycle into a stupid Dark Depths now, or a Transmute. Alright, not punished for my idiocy. Should have cycled that off of this one of these. I was thinking these are rainbow lands and this is only black, but should have cycled that because I could have just drawn a Dark Depths. You want Abrupt Decay? You about to Abrupt Decay my Vampire Hexmage? Yeah, smells like it. Yep. He's dead, Jim. She's dead, Jim. So we're 2 turns away from this, so hopefully these Tormod scripts can hold them off. They have a hard time generating a lot of Storm count without Past in Flame, so hopefully. I guess that's not strictly true. We get Ad Nauseam as well, which is why they're killing the Hexmage, right? Because like Ad Nauseam is one of their best ways to beat Tormod script. That's lethal next turn, right? It also gets a Mindbreak Trap this turn, so... And our Ancestral Vision is coming off next turn. I really like this build of this. I know we've only played against Storms so far, but this... We added new tricksy things to do, and I'm a sucker for doing tricksy things. Alright, so we just get to kill our opponent with Ad Nauseam next turn. They have Flusterstorm in their deck. Okay. And I couldn't have played this out because it's legendary, so we couldn't have played around this. It was not an option. I guess I could have cast that on my turn, but I didn't want to have the Ad Nauseam in my hand for them to Cabal Therapy it. You need to play Grixis Delver to learn how wrong we are, right? Well, this is certainly a thing that can happen when playing this deck. I'm gonna put myself 2 points of health higher here since I have these extra Urborgs in my hand. It just like makes their math on what's it called harder. Ad Nauseam means they need more storm count. So we're kind of up a creek without a paddle. I mean, my opponent's just playing Ant. They usually play a Trop in the main and a Bayou in the board for when they board in Decay. So we're at a virtual 26 thanks to this Zuran Orb. They need 13 Storm. Is this it? Is this the day I die?
More pets. I want more pets.
Need more pretzels? Infernal Tutor resolves. I'm getting you pretzels, dude. Calm down. All right, that lets us wish for a trap next turn if we need to. I didn't have mana to kill him this turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I was one short of doing this plus casting Ad Nauseam this turn. I'm telling you, Declanese is a language. It's one I don't quite speak fluently, but I know bits and pieces of it. More Pretz. All right, well, we get to play through a Flusterstorm this turn. Mox Lotus. I guess they could go spell plus Flusterstorm. You know, like Abrupt Decay me and then play Flusterstorm. That's what it feels like. It feels like they just drew a bunch of disruption, right? Yep. That's really unfortunate. Wait, what? Sure. Cancel. They're just trying to keep me off of mana. They should be dead next turn then, right? They're tapped out. So Mox Diamond, cast. Discard this Urborg. This Mox Opal. Dupe. Black. Let's just do a converted mana cost check real quick. 1, 2, 3. So that's 8. There was 20 in my deck to start. So there's 12 in my deck. So I'm fine to just draw my whole deck with Ad Nauseam here. No, because I want to be able to play an Ancient Tomb after I draw my deck, in case I need the mana. I didn't count how much mana I'm going to need, or how much mana is left in my deck, so I want to be able to play Ancient Tomb for a +2. We'll have plenty of health because of the Zuran Orb. Who's the better Storm? Technically, technically the Storm mechanic is no longer in our deck. I would just like to point out. We're definitely the better Ad Nauseam deck, right? Is my opponent conceding? Yeah, they just... Alright, so for those that haven't seen the Ad Nauseam combo of this deck go off before, what we'd do next is we'd play out 6 pieces of fast mana, and then we would cast this Cunning Wish, and we would go get Lightning Storm. And what Lightning Storm does is Lightning Storm lets us discard lands from our hand to do extra damage with it. So like we have a bunch of lands in our hand, so we'd Lightning Storm our opponent for lethal. If you're enjoying watching us Ad Nauseam and Lightning Storm people for lethal, please make sure you hit that follow button down below the stream. It doesn't cost you anything, helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see and want to help me do this more often, the best way you can do that is by subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. The more subscribers I have, the more time I'm able to spend streaming and doing magical things. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. We'll love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout there, you'll save 8% on your singles orders with them. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using promo code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, sleeves, binders, etc. SpareDeck.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. I've done this before. SpareDeck.com, they offer a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. You can rent a deck for a weekend or up to an entire month with them, and using code Hoagland7, you can save 7% on your orders there. At any rate, let's head back down into our third match here with the Ad Nauseam deck. Is our plan if they counter Lightning Storm? So often in a game that's shorter than the one you just watched, you can just what's the word I'm searching for? You can Cunning Wish for a Mindbreak Trap and counter them, or Flusterstorm them. Oh, we have 2 Flusterstorms in our deck. We had Flusterstorms. That's how you beat that. Flusterstorm. All right, what am I doing here? What am I doing? I think it's just Flooded Strand probably means we're settling in for the long haul. So I think we're just going to play Lotus Petal, suspend Ancestral Visions. Is that something that you do very often? Are we the first one in the history of Legacy to crack Lotus Petal, suspend Ancestral Visions? Does anyone know? What does this deck have to say about a Leyline of Sanctity? We also have an Echoing Truth in our sideboard. And we can also just like make a Merit Legion kill them. We have Dark Depths and we have Echoing Truth. We're 2-0 in this league. Thank you very much, Waste of Time Brewer. Okay, thanks. We undefeated. It's a pretty good one. Go. This is the meme, don't insult it, right? I'm supposed to Urborg there. Possibly I'm supposed to Urborg there and like let them make some elementals so that way they don't get a chance to Wasteland. Because like right now they could just go like Wasteland my Tabernacle and then I'm going to be a little bit sad. I think we're ahead. I think we're ahead too, right? My gut says we're ahead. It says how many turns? 3 more turns. Next turn I get to go Urborg, and then I can play this Cunning Wish at their end of turn and then untap an Ad Nauseam even. Want to come at him from 2 different directions. Mox Diamond. Huh. I definitely just want to Urborg. I think I want a Mox Diamond too. So one of the things that's nice about the Lightning Storm kill prototype in session is that you don't have to draw your entire deck to kill your opponent. You just need enough mana plus lands to Lightning Storm kill them. The decklist application is called Stream Decker. It is a Twitch extension. A very wonderful Twitch extension. Storm is not a great deck. Every time I see play with or against Storm, I'm consistently impressed that it has the results it has in Legacy. The extension is awesome. I agree. Mad props to the team that put it together. It doesn't do Hex currently. That is correct. At some point, they're going to support other digital card games, they said. So, like, this Tabernacle is tying up their mana to make their soft counters worse here. Sure. Feel free. Get him. Get him. I love when people respond to, I don't think a deck's very good with, wow, Wow, that deck has results, Hogland. You know what other deck had a lot of results? Kiki Cord. You know what deck was never fucking good? Kiki Cord was never good. There are lots of Magic decks that see plenty of play that are garbage, but they see play because people fucking love playing them. And it's okay. It's okay to like playing decks that are bad. It really is. As someone who's played a lot of decks, you could argue I'm a specialist in playing shitty decks that are terrible. Made a name for myself doing it, in fact. But it doesn't make the decks good. Doesn't magically makes the decks good. You know how good players playing good decks can fail to do well in a tournament? The inverse is true too. Bad players with bad decks can do well. That's how games that have variance by design work. I know it's a strange concept, but that is in fact how they work. Do you force the Cunning Wish, or do you force what the Cunning Wish gets, opponent? Would you like to use Cunning Wish ability? I would. Here's a question. Do I go off over the course of 2 turns here? Like, do I take a hit for 5 next turn and, like, get a Flusterstorm? I feel like I'm supposed to get Flusterstorm here, right? And then just, like, take this hit for 5 next turn and hope that that's going to be good enough. Because in 2 turns, my Ancestral Vision comes off as well. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 6 mana. Yeah, I'm gonna get a Flusterstorm here. I'm gonna get a Flusterstorm here. Magic is largely a skill-based game. To be ignorant of the fact that it has variance. See, players seem to consistently only write off the fact that variance can only cause losses, not that it can also cause wins. They're just like blissfully ignorant that like the opposite effect is true, right? They might let a bunch of elementals die here to leave up soft counters this turn too, because I got the Flusterstorm. That's true. I have never had a modern deck that I've played get banned out of the format. Just like 0-0 for, you know, 100 different decks. Because I always play bad decks, so if you only play shitty decks, they'll never get banned out from under you. I actually never played Pod. You know, a lot of people just assume I played Pod because I played Kiki Core, but I actually never touched it. So this is the math part of the deck. So we're gonna take 4 here and go to 11. I've drawn 6 total converted mana cost out of my deck. So that means there's 14 converted mana cost in my deck, so I'm going to have to count as I'm drawing. We're not going to have a deterministic kill next turn. We do not have a deterministic kill next turn. That being said, hopefully they're dead. We do not have a deterministic kill though. And hopefully they don't have 2 forces. If they have 2 forces, we're also in trouble. But bad decks beat their good deck, yep. Alright. Smells like 2 forces, which is sad for us. Because they know we have this Flusterstorm. We could also, like, our Ancestral Vision is coming off of suspend next turn, so even if they have 2 forces, we could just rip, like, Dark Depths Hexmage and kill them that way. Declan Scott, do not throw train tracks. This is going to come off of suspend. Hopefully this draws us enough converted mana cost that we can have a deterministic kill here. That did not draw us any converted mana cost. Sad. All right, so I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to go tap, 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 tap. Oh, nope, wait, undo, undo, undo. Tap, tap. Cast this Ad Nauseam. They have a second force, we're in trouble. Damn it, they have a second force. They got a Flusterstorm too. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure that we were beating that. Not sure that we were beating that. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can transmute for Dark Depths, right? Oh, I should have just done that, right? I should have just done that from the start. Yeah, I should have just done that from the start. I should have done that from the start. Now we'll do this. We'll have this next turn. I should have. Yeah, I punted. I could have beaten that because this line doesn't care about. I didn't reassess when we drew the Tolaria West. I didn't reassess when we drew the Tolaria West. I'm dumb. When we drew the. Oh, wait. I didn't have this in play, right? No, I didn't have this in place. This is fine. This is fine. We take 4. We make it 20/20, and then we kill them. Oh, we have a Pact in our deck! Holy crap, we have a Pact in our deck! Oh my god, this deck is such gas. I'm not used to all of... We have new tools in this league. I forgot we put a Pact in our deck. Pact would have lost to Daze. Pact would have lost to Daze. I'm not sure if I'm okay losing to Daze. That's okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. That's. I don't know if that's strictly a punt or not. I have to think about it. It would have lost to Daze plus. It would have lost to double Daze as well, Bob. It would have lost to double Daze or Daze plus Force. That's interesting. It's interesting. They're trying to figure out how many of these they want to pay for, because they probably have a cantrip and want to cantrip into a Wasteland here to keep me off of making it 20/20. That's true. Them dazing. That's true. Huh. I'm glad you enjoy them, Red for Life. Put it down to 16 minutes on their clock 2 in this game 1. Hope everyone's having a good day. This build seems like great. I'm really glad I decided to work on this deck some more. So many people just put up with so much BS from people in Twitch chat. Oh, yes, okay, so here's the problem with that though, Darth Jason. Taking 2 off the Ancient Tomb isn't free because the Ad Nauseam kill already wasn't deterministic because of our current health total. I'm gonna do this during their upkeep, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do this during their upkeep. They likely can't deal with a... They likely can't interact with a 20/20 in play, especially game 1. They're bolting me. Well, I'm gonna make a 20/20 in response to this. They have 2 bolts, we're dead. So if they have 2 more bolts, they had 3 bolts in their top 17 cards, we lose this game. Which, them's the beats. I go to other channels if I want to be obnoxious. Squish you with the real advice. Man, this bad Mamma Jam is indestructible. Ain't nobody gotta pay for Tabernacle. Gotta pay the troll toll, yep. Morning, Ryvik. Are they paying mana for these? That would be great for us. Means we're not getting double bolted unless their hand is land bolt. This is a gas game. Just like all the pieces of we used all of the buffalo this game, right? Just like a lot of things came into play here. All right, so what are we doing here? Engineered explosives and walking ballista seem fine. What's not good? Karakas doesn't do much. Tab was great. This is definitely a Pact of Negation matchup. Ancestral Vision was okay there, but like, is this an Ancestral Vision's out matchup? Maybe EE actually isn't that good. Maybe it's just Ballista. If I cut these EEs, I can actually get more visions into my deck. I can also just like trim a land. I have 30 lands. I don't think I want to cut a Hexmage. Hexmage is one of our best ways to have a fast win condition. It's like a must force for them a lot of the time. We only need to cut Hexmage. I guess I could bring in Flusterstorms if I wanted. They could be a Delver deck, so I don't think I want to trim the Maze. Zuran Orb always stays in, especially against aggressive decks. Maybe the EEs aren't good. The correct line is always draw more cards, right? I could see that and bring these Flusterstorms in. Yeah, I could cut the Wasteland. Hate that. Get these. I think I want to leave one Maze in. Always leave in one EE. I mean, I have Walking Ballista now. I think Hexmage is actually a little bit better than Cunning Wish in this matchup. So I'm going to leave in 19 converted mana cost, 3 Wish, 4 Mage, 2 Fluster. Split the Storm so I can Wish for one. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I guess I did Wish for them that game, but if I'm cutting a Wish, that's less likely. I'm going to submit like this. There it goes. I feel like our Dark Depths game plan is the better game plan in this matchup. That's what my gut says, at least. This hand is great, right? We need to go turn 1, Chalice of the Void through a Daze. Alright, they didn't do anything on 1. Do I just suspend the visions and pass? This feels like a Spell Pierce, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna suspend this and pass. I might cast these 2, why not? Just like get them out of my hand. I'm gonna not play this into a Spell Pierce. This card's very good in this matchup. I have something else to do with my mana. This can turn into the other half of this at some point. Please Wasteland me. Yeah, good stuff. Untapped mana producing land. Untapped mana producing land. That's the best one. Are they just playing Grixis Delver? Did we just like not see black cards out of them last game? And that's actually great, right? Because we get to transmute this for a stage and then go stage next turn. I think I just crack both of these and go get stage, right? Yeah. There's actually nothing for this Deathrite Shaman to eat in terms of spells. It's funny. This build feels really sweet. I feel like we actually made improvements over what the original configuration was doing. Yeah, I'll cast this just so I have it in play. They probably have Diabolic Eating in their deck post board. The other build involves Lion's Eye Diamonds, and we're not playing this to not go for it. We have the Visions coming off soon to gas back up if we miss, if they have the Edict. That's true. They already played a Wasteland. Yeah, wow. All right. Well, we 3-0. Hey, cash the league. Put that money in the meme bank, folks. Put it in the meme bank. Dial it in. So someone's asking about the other build that I want to try. I want to try a build that plays Lion's Eye Diamond and Infernal Tutors instead of Hexmages, like a different 2-mana spell. And the sweet thing about Lion's Eye Diamond is you can go turn 1 Dark Depths, turn 2 Thespian stage Lion's Eye Diamond, and like crack your LED and use the mana to stage your Dark Depths. So like that seems sweet too. So like there's this, I didn't put Walking Ballistas here. There should definitely be Walking Ballistas in this build now that someone brought that up. But there's definitely, there's something here too. Let's pull. I like to pull my bullets to the front here so I can try and remember what they are when we look over here at a glance. The Wasteland down here too. And in the name of the Lollipop Guild, we welcome you to Munchkin Land. Ask me why I'm singing this song from Wizard of Oz. Just popped into my head. Everyone's having a great Tuesday morning. We're gonna play 2 more matches with the Ad Nauseam deck, and then we're gonna wrap it up for the day. Depending on how much time we have left, we might not have time for Hex this morning if this league runs long, which it looks like it's going to. Oh, I never got my Grixis Shadow League uploading to YouTube. I'll do that while we wait here. If you missed the Grixis Shadow League this morning, that deck's very good in Modern, believe it or not. Hey, don't let your memes be dreams, Kiggard.
Hey,
Hey, hey yo, hey yo, hey, hey yo, hey yo, do 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 do. Are you singing the same songs as Dad? You wanna pick a different show? You need a diaper, child? Oh yeah. All right. It smells like this deck is no longer the crappiest thing in my basement with me, so I will be right back. I need to do daddy duty. Gotta zip you up, child. Turd. Alright, so we can find a match here. So I was thinking about it. Should there be a Slaughter Pact in our 75 somewhere? Maybe even just in the sideboard, right? Is that better than this Fatal Push? Are there any black creatures or artifact creatures that I need to kill? Should this be a Slaughter Pact? Maybe I should just have a few Slaughter Pacts in the 75, like one in the board and more in the main. They don't add to our converted mana cost. There's a few things to try. Oh, pick, right. We need to watch a new show. Oh, where did Dad put the remote? Get the remote, and I'll let you pick.
Hey, a pick.
Which one you want, child? Pick your favorite. Eldrazi? Slaughter Pact kills Eldrazi, right?
No.
You're making me double check. I'm pretty sure Slaughter Pact kills Eldrazi. Destroy target non-black creature. Yes. Slaughter Pact kills Eldrazi. Next. It's non-black. It just like misses like delve threats. Yeah, we have these 4 copies. So like, in addition to the converted mana cost being 0, good for our Ad Nauseam plan, we have 4 copies of Tolaria West, which we can transmute to find our random 0 cost cards. So we have a toolbox of sorts. Aethersworn Cannon is Slaughter Pact is actually just non-black, so it kills Aethersworn Cannon. I was incorrect. I thought it was Terror. It's not. It's just non-black. It's Doomblade. It is free Doomblade. So I think there should be one in my main and probably a second in the board over this Fatal Push. Five vote to confirm it. That's exactly how that works, right? Oh no, a Delver player with a brain. This hand can theoretically turn 2, right? I'm gonna keep this. This hand is if they have no interaction, we can turn to them if we draw a mana source. So we Cunning Wish for Ad Nauseam, and then Ad Nauseam. It's rude. Rude, dude. Oh, why would you interact with me? That's so rude. Do you understand? You're making my memes be dreams, Lewis. You're making my memes be dreams. Alright, we're not playing the deck to not go for it. Alrighty. Alrighty. There's 14 converted mana costs left in our deck, so we're going to 6 here. Yeah, buckle up. Can we get some buckle ups in chat? We aren't playing this. Yeah! Woo! Nice Delver deck. All right. All right, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Once more with feeling. Once more with feeling. Okay. Okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing? I'm so excited. Go get fire with the Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate it. I think this isn't a Visions matchup, as much as that pains me. Tens of tickets on the line here. I think it's a Flusterstorm matchup. I think it's a Cunning Wish out matchup. Ballista's okay. Karakas doesn't do anything. This definitely isn't a Wasteland matchup. Once more unto the breach, my children. I think this is good. I think this is what I want to do. Maybe one of these out, one of these in. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, let's do that. Children of the meme, gather around the fireplace. Gather around the fireplace, children of the memes. Let me tell you a story about Papa Hogland and the memes. You ever played a Chalice of the Void on one with Flusterstorm up to protect it? Who's ever played a Chalice of the Void on one with the Flusterstorm up to protect it? Feels pretty good. That's the land. That's great. All right, so we get to go Mox Diamond. Please force me. Daze. Yep. Okay. Yep. Deal. No. Cast. Discard that. Play this. Play this. Gather around, children of the meme. Gather around. Done. We even have a removal spell for the Delver of Secrets. Force me. Force me! Oh, yes. Gather round, children of the memes. Gather round. Gather round to my fireplace yonder. Same targets, Flusterstorm. Same targets, Flusterstorm. The dankest of the memes. This is ridiculous, lol. Found a piece of candy, we did. Woo, buddy. Oh, nice ponder. Play this backup Chalice for one. We could still lose this game. We could still lose this game, but I'm happy. Please don't Wasteland me. Oh, he's got the days. He's got the days. Rats. Rats. He's got the days. What a tilt. I'm gonna play this out on 2. I'm not playing around a third days and Pyromance. Actually, am I doing that? Or am I playing this out on 2? Am I playing this out on 2 to be Pyromancer? Pyromancers are the best way into this game, right? Yeah, they can't play any more 1-mana spells, so yeah. I'm just gonna play this out on 2. Because Pyromancer is their best way into the game. Honestly, there might have been an argument to waiting to play this around days. We can play it on 1. We would pay blue off the Mox Diamond and the Underground Sea. You pay the same color twice, so the Sunburst is 1, but the converted mana cost is 2. I could hold it, but we're choked on. No, Chalice has a converted mana cost of 0 while in play. Just for reference. They play True Name. Sometimes. They definitely play more Pyromancers than True Names. Holding it might have been correct. I'm gonna hold that in case we hit a Mox Diamond. Calm down, we could still lose this game. We could definitely brick off and die and lose this game. So don't count your chickens. Although if we just draw a Hexmage, she Flusterstorm's not a bad draw. Flusterstorm makes our Cunning Wishes pretty live. Stay calm, but buckle up. Yeah, everybody just keep all arms and legs inside of the vehicle at all times. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. And like games like this make me wonder, like, are my Ancestral Vision supposed to be in my deck? Because like this is a game where like Ancestral Vision is nuts, right? Like we're just not doing anything and eventually I draw 3 more cards. Okay, that counters something. All right, we need a Cunning Wish now, right? Did I board a Cunning Wish out? I did board a Cunning Wish out. I'm so dumb. Oh my god, fuck! Good on you, skill checking me. I was reading chat and then clicked through it. Man, that actually really hurts. It means we don't have a deterministic kill when we get it now. Right? Yeah, I'm not gonna have a deterministic kill anymore. Oh god, I have to click an extra time now because of the Urborg. Man, that feels bad. I probably honestly want to start holding extra lands now just so we can kill with Lightning Storm successfully. Tolaria West. What am I getting with Tolaria West? Am I just holding that for now? I might just be holding that for now. Well, I boarded in the other Walking Ballista, right? I did board in the other Walking Ballista. Do I just go get Walking Ballista? I could just go get Dark Depths and start paying manually. Yeah, that actually seems okay. I think it's just Dark Depths. This is bad against Wasteland, but like, they would have wasted the Maze of Ith, right? I think there's a strong argument for getting getting Walking Ballista there. You want to pick a different show, buddy? Yeah, go ahead, pick your favorite. Power Rangers. Just passing here. I'm gonna hold this Engineer Explosive until I play another threat out. That's unfortunate. Okay, so holding the Engineered Explosives might get them here. Oh, I forgot to make mana with that, right? Is that gonna cost me? So black, play this. X is 2, but Sunburst is 1. Woo! All right, we're 4-0, ladies and gentlemen. We're 4-0, buckle up. There's no breaks on the meme train. There are 0 breaks on this meme train. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick, and then we're gonna queue up the last one here. There are no breaks, he says as he takes a break. Look, the deck kept chugging along, though. I need breaks. The deck doesn't have them. Look, we cashed the league. I'm happy with our result, okay? Would love to play first. Think this is fine. My opponent playing Manaless Dredge? Land? That's really awkward. Alright. Well, we'll see how fast they can win here versus how fast we can win. We're trying a new build today, Jet. This morning is the answer. Alright, there's an Arcomoeba. Trax with the cheers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A Christmas bomb! Thank you very much for the donation. I do appreciate it. Never probe. Okay. It's gonna make their Cabal therapy pretty good. And another Narcomoeba. That's tough for us. Hexmage does remove bridges. You're not wrong. So hopefully we hit an artifact or a mana producing land, a black producing land. They have another cycler. Oh, their hand is really good. And hit a Cabal therapy. We don't have any graveyard hate to wish for in this board, right? I do not. We have some Tormod Crypt to bring in. The Walking Ballista also gets rid of their stuff. That's nice. Hexmage also first strike blocks these, which is fun. So Vision is gonna be one of the first cards we cut in this matchup. Two cyclers is pretty good in year 7. Yeah, there was a Ravenous Trap at one point. Alright, so we need to not die and we need to dodge Cabal Therapy this turn. So they get 6 looks at a Cabal Therapy and also lethal. Cabal Therapy also just like enables lethal, right? And like maybe if we draw a mana source, if we draw an artifact mana source, we can kill them next turn. Or any artifact, right? Any non-Mox Diamond artifact. Oh, they had... Fuck me. They had a Cabal Therapy in their hand. That's really frustrating. I guess we're not technically dead there. Maybe I should make them keep playing, but... Man, their hand was really good. We're gonna hit the Lotus Petal and kill them next turn, too. Alright. Alright, let's play tight and try and win this. Flusterstorm is good. Chalice doesn't... I guess Chalice kinda does stuff. Boseiju doesn't do anything. Maze of Ith is actually fine. Karakas doesn't do anything. Tabernacle's fine. Zuran Orb is fine. Hexmage is great. Sherma Cunning Wish since I'm bringing in the Flusterstorms. Is Chalice good enough? What do we think about Chalice? I feel like Chalice might not be good enough. Maybe Engineered Explosives isn't good enough. Remember to be on the draw. Thank you, Harlan. I think that's actually what I want to do, right? Yeah, the Tabernacle is great. I think this is what I want to do. I don't think I want these other cards here. Echoing Truth just for tokens. Yeah, I guess I'm never... No, converted mana cost in my deck is a real cost. Alright, so I'm submitting with this 19 CMC. It's 3 Wish, 2 Hexmage. Chalice blocks their discard, yep. All right. Fast depths is our best way to win this. I would not like to play first. I think this hand is fine. Just like one combo piece away. No, Hexmage is very good in this matchup. Yeah, play depths in case your grip stage is exactly correct. They said they're also 4-0. That's sweet. Wow, that's a good double bridge. That's really good. They have a fucking Icarid too. Oh, they don't have anything to bring back with Icarid back with, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, no cycler this time. That's good for us. I'm gonna cycle this now just so I have the extra mana next turn. That's really unfortunate. We're gonna lose to this pile. Well, I guess we're playing a pile too, but oh god. I wanted to play the Dark Depths so I can give myself Thespian stage as a draw there. I think giving myself Thespian stage as a draw is more important than the ability to Dark Depths. They just have two fucking bridges here. They have 3 bridges. Oh, we're actually just dead, right? They hit Dread Return and they have Cabal Therapies? No, they had Dread Return already. I have a Zuran Orb in play, so I'm higher health than I am. All right, we can hit, does the Transmuter do it even? No, Transmuter doesn't do it because I don't have double blue. We need Hexmage or Thespian stage. Does that let us win? I don't think so. That's one turn too late. If we have drawn this last turn, we could win this turn. I guess we can get Echoing Truth, right? And then we get redraws next turn. People confuse what Cunning Wish does so often. I don't actually know if they know what it means or not anymore. Genuinely have no idea. Fair, Shannon. No, bridge is only when a creature enters the bin. Opponent had 2 very good draws 2 games in a row. Or 1 turn short both times. This game they just had too many bridges. And the problem now is that they're just gonna have too many things left over that we can't that even if we hit the thing to make a 20/20 next turn, we're just gonna die, and they have a Narcomoeba now. Knackle might buy us enough time. But the problem is just like all of these, right? Like these things have haste. I believe we're dead now. They're putting a Balustrade Spy into play. Which buries their entire deck, which they have another Dread Return, so I believe they're getting they get Flare of the Hatebound here. They have a 3rd Dread Return. They have 2 Dread Returns, yep. Yeah, the 3rd Dread Return does it. No, we're dead this turn. We're dead this turn to Flare of the Hatebound. So we can survive this by using Zuran Orb, but we just lose to them Dread Returning another thing. Yeah, 32. All right. Legacy is a silly format. Manaless Dredge is real bad, but sometimes our deck is worse. I don't know. These changes seemed okay. I might want a Pact of Slaughter Pact in here somewhere. I don't know what I cut offhand. I mean, there's no guarantee that my opponent was telling the truth that they were 4-0, so I guess we'll find out tomorrow. What next? It's 20 minutes. I think we're probably done for the day. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and be done for the day. yeah, I'm very disappointed. Just like the Manaless Dredge deck is hot garbage, and like they drew exceptionally well 2 games in a row, and we bricked off. And I know I'm super, so I am super. I sound salty, and I am super salty when I say that. But just like they're like this deck probably isn't very good, but their deck is certainly bad. And it feels bad, right? It's like I'm disappointed. Like I was kind of excited when we saw the matchup because like their deck's pretty inconsistent because it's literally not allowed to mulligan, and like they had 2 bridges quickly into 3 cyclers game 1, and then they had 3 bridges quickly in the second game when we bricked up and died. We don't use crop rotation because we play Chalice of the Void on 1. That's why we don't use crop rotation, because Chalice of the Void wins you way more games than crop rotation will. Also, you just can't have converted mana cost of things in your deck. It's funny, this deck's kind of great because like it shows you how little people know about so many Magic cards. Just like between the like, why don't you Cunning Wish for artifacts out of your sideboard, to like, why don't you Tolaria West for things you can't Tolaria West for, to like, why don't you board in a bunch of converted mana costs in your deck where you're trying to Ad Nauseam to draw the whole deck. Definitely got a lot of weird going on, right? I think this felt better than the old versions we played. I'm not sure if Ancestral Vision is good or not. That's a card I could take or leave after playing that league. I think the Hexmage plan is pretty good. I think this plan is pretty good. I think not having an Ad Nauseam in the main deck is pretty good. Like the old versions, we were playing an Ad Nauseam and a Grape Shot in the main, and those cards were just like, the Ad Nauseam in the main was fine, but like the Grape Shot was just like not necessary. And basically just like having 4 Dark Depths to just like stage 4 more often, because like that's probably the more powerful of the combos. Why not Hexmage counter off the Ancestral Visions? Yeah, you not only do you win games off your opponent not knowing what you're doing, but like you just attack from so many angles, right? Like while they're trying to stop you from Dark Depthing them, you're just like, all right, Cunning Wish for Ad Nauseam, draw my deck, like kill you with Lightning Storm. Or like while you're setting up this Cunning Wish that they know about, you're like, all right, I played out a Thespian stage and then I transmuted for a Dark Depths and I killed you that way. So there's a lot of little things that you can do, and while we're not like super powerful in either direction, like the fact like the combination of the two is very reasonable. And sometimes you're just like Chalice of the Void for one just like wins games of Legacy all on its own, right? Like you're just like, all right, play my Chalice for one, like that's a free win in a lot of matchups. We didn't really get to see the Walking Ballista, but I feel like Walking Ballista is probably pretty good in some of the harder matchups like Delver, right? At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day. I'll be back tomorrow morning with my normal Wednesday morning Hex TCG stream, and I'll be back tomorrow afternoon about 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, so about 26 hours from now with my normal Wednesday afternoon Magic stream. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out today. Shout out to Trax for the donation to poke us into playing the Ad Nauseam deck again, and I will catch all of y'all around later.